What is blank verse? Blank verse is a poetic form usually in unrhymed iambic pentameter, but poets can use other metrical patterns. Due to its lack of rhyme yet use of meter, many poets utilize this verse form because it is like normal speech with a musical effect. Poets and classical playwrights would use blank verse in dramatic monologues and longer narrative poems, yet believed that the rhythmic pattern would capture readers' attention, making their work more enjoyable. Blank verse poems contain these features. Blank verse poems can contain any number of lines. Poems written in blank verse do not follow a rhyme scheme. Iambic pentameter is a line of verse containing 5 metric feet, each of which has one stressed syllable and one unstressed syllable. Iambic identifies how the syllables are stressed, da-dum, while pentameter identifies the number of iambs. Penta means 5. Since each metric foot has 2 syllables, there are 5 feet. Each line of blank verse has 10 syllables. Consider this example of blank verse from William Shakespeare's play, Hamlet. Listen for the natural stressed syllables. This above all, to thine own self be true. This line has 5 iambs, making 10 total syllables. Blank verse and free verse are often confused. Let's see how they compare. Blank verse has unrhymed lines in iambic pentameter and was used primarily in the 16th through 19th centuries. Free verse also has unrhymed lines, but there is no metrical pattern and used by modern poets today. Free verse is not bound by any specific poetic rules or consistent meter, hence being identified as free. As you listen to the lines from these poems using blank verse, listen for the rhythm. This is an excerpt from Paradise Lost by John Milton. Of man's first disobedience and the fruit of that forbidden tree, whose mortal taste brought death into the world, and all our woe with loss of Eden, till one greater man restore us and regain the blissful seat. Now let's hear an excerpt from Robert Frost's poem, Mending Wall. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that sends the frozen groundswell under it, and spills the upper boulders in the sun, and makes gaps even two can pass abreast.